Shalom, this is Yah is Magnified, and I'm back with another informative video. Today's video is titled U.S. Supreme Court Case Update Part 2. But before I tackle this subject, as always, I must state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They're all facts and all truth, nothing more, nothing less. So with that being said, I would like for you all to hit that like button. And also, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And also hit that notification bell so you all can be notified as I'm dropping these powerful videos. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so now, for all those who have been following my channel for quite some time, you all know that me and one of my ox, we are now currently fighting the United States Supreme Court. And as I was telling you guys in my first video, that I was going to keep you all updated. So for all those who haven't watched my first video, simply pause this video, go back and watch my first video, and then come back to this video so you can be caught up to speed of what had happened thus far. But for all those who have watched the first video, let's continue forward reading over the document. Okay, so what we have on the screen is in fact the document that my ox received from the respondent, who is in fact the appellee. Okay, the important information on the top I crossed out. The date of the letter was December the blank 2023, and it was sent to the Honorable blank, which is in fact the judge. Then it states Clerk of the Court, Supreme Court of the United States, with the address. And this letter is titled Request for Extension of Time to File Response to Petition for Certiorari. The petitioner name I crossed out, the respondent name I crossed out, and the Supreme Court case number I've also crossed out. And it reads, Dear Mr. Blank, who is in fact the judge. And it states, I am counsel for the blank, blank, blank in this case. Petitioner filed his petition for a writ of certiorari on May blank 2023 and docketed on December the blank 2023. So again, guys, when I tell you all that it's impossible for someone to give you all a time frame on when you all going to receive remedy, because we're simply on their time. As you all can see, my ox filed his petition in May and it wasn't docketed until December. Okay, so each case is different, guys. You all must be willing to fight the good fight. All right, but now let's continue reading. Then it states, pursuant to Rule 15.3 of the Rules of the Supreme Court of the United States, a response is due on January the blank 2024. And according to Rule 30.4, respondent respectfully requests that the time for filing a response to the petition be extended by 30 days to and include February the blank 2024. So again, guys, the respondent is requesting an extension of time to file a response to my ox petition for writ of certiorari. Okay, but let's continue on. Then it states, this is respondent's first request for an extension of time to file a response. Good cause exists for the requested extension. I did not participate in this case, and the attorney representing blank and blank in the case below blank has since retired. So again, guys, so the reason why, according to this attorney, he filed an extension because the original attorney that was working on this case, and it's been 4 thus far because they keep switching them out, has apparently retired. He is now requesting an extension. But let's continue on. It states, she has, however, agreed to assist when and if necessary. So now, guys, if the attorney that recently retired agreed to assist, then why is he asking for an extension of time when he can simply ask the attorney to assist them with filing a response? So there was no need to file an extension of time. But these are the things that they do to try to buy time, guys. But let's continue on. Then it states, we will also need sufficient time to familiarize ourselves with the blank relevant legal issues and record and determine if outside counsel should be retained to assist. Additionally, any response must be reviewed by multiple attorneys at blank. So now, guys, this attorney just said that before they even file a response, that response must be reviewed by multiple attorneys, guys. Now, just understand, it's just me and my ox, okay? Us two by ourselves, but we're going against multiple attorneys. This should let you all know how much pressure we are applying. But let's continue on. Then it states, for the above reason, respondent respectfully requests that the time for filing a response to the petition for writ of certiorari be extended by 30 days. And 2, let's go to the next page. Okay, so now as you all can see, this is in fact page 2. Let's pick this up at the very top where it states the Honorable blank The date of the document again was December the blank 2023. Page 2 highlighted in yellow. This is the remaining sentence from page 1, and it reads, including February the blank 2024. Then it states, thanking you, I remain respectfully yours. Again, the attorney's name I crossed out. Ma'ak, who's the petitioner, his name I crossed out. The general counsel name I crossed out. The deputy director name I crossed out. And also the assistant director name I crossed out. So again, guys, as you all can see, the attorney has requested for what? An extension. So the extension to what? Until February the blank. So today, Ma'ak sent me a letter that he signed in the mail. Okay, that was sent to him by certified mail. So they would not give him the mail unless he signed for it. So because we are in the Supreme Court, I had him sign for the mail. So after they requested an extension of time, guys, they decided to do what? To file a waiver. A waiver to do what? A waiver to respond. So now let's go to the waiver to respond form and let's read over that. So let's continue to apply pressure. Let's go there. Okay, so as you all can see, this is in fact the letter that was also attached to the waiver form. So before we go over the waiver form, I just want to read this letter in its entirety, just to give you all a rundown again, so you all can see what have taken place in the case thus far. Upper left-hand corner is the law firm's name that I crossed out. Upper right-hand corner is the address, telephone number, and email that I also crossed out. It states litigation plus business. Then it reads January 25th, 2024 was the date of the letter. The letter was sent to Ma'ak via certified mail to his name and his address. Okay, there were the petitioner name I crossed out and the respondent name I also crossed out. United States Supreme Court case number I crossed out. The appellate case number I crossed out. And the RGSL file number I also crossed out. And it reads, Dear Mr. Blank, who is in fact the judge. Then it reads, enclosed herewith, please find the waiver filed with the United States Supreme Court this afternoon with kindest regards, with the paralegal name who I crossed out, and all the other Esquire names I also crossed out, with the address below that I also crossed out. Okay, so now let's go over the waiver form so we can get a better understanding to see exactly what has taken place thus far. Let's go there. Okay, so now, as you all can see on the screen, this is in fact the waiver form for the Supreme Court of the United States. Again, the case number I crossed out, the petitioner and the respondent name I crossed out. Highlighted in red, it reads, I do not intend to file a response to the petition for a writ of certiorari unless one is requested by the court. Then it states, please check the appropriate box. Highlighted in red, I am filing this waiver on behalf of all respondents. So each and every respondent, guys, waive their right to respond back to my writ of certiorari, okay? But now let's go down. It states, please check the appropriate box. Highlighted in red, guys, and it reads, I am a member of the bar of the Supreme Court of the United States. Signature of the attorney who filed the waiver. The date of the waiver was 1/25, again, 2024, just as it states on the letter. The attorney name I crossed out. The law firm and everything else I also crossed out, okay? So again, guys, we are in the United States Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, guys. Now, any other channel that filed their federal lawsuits in these federal courts, they all received a motion to dismiss immediately. All of them received a motion to dismiss, okay? Underneath what? Rule 12b-1 and 12b-6. Now, when I filed something in the federal court, they did what? They declined to respond. It's levels to this, guys. Okay, we are applying pressure. They waived their right to respond to the petition for writ of certiorari. Why? Because they cannot respond, guys. We are applying pressure. Okay, they better hope that the U.S. Supreme Court saved them, because as of now, hey, when the last time y'all heard the United States, or excuse me, the state attorney general filing a waiver to respond? Any other federal case, guys, any of them, I can show you all multiple cases from these other YouTube channels of these men going into court, losing their federal lawsuits and being dismissed immediately. The respondents always file a Rule 12b-1, 12b-6 motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. But we are in the federal Supreme Court and they filed a waiver. Let's keep applying pressure, guys. We're doing big things, okay? But look, that's all I'm going to do for today. If you all need my help, hit me up at my email at y'allismagnified@gmail.com. Let's get this right wisdom, this right knowledge, and this right understanding. Also, guys, for all those who I am working with, I will not be receiving phone calls for from February the 2nd to February the 10th, okay? Excuse me, from February the 2nd to February the 12th, okay? So between those times, you guys can only email me. No text and no phone calls. I can only respond through email, okay? So again, if you all reach me, you have to reach me through email, okay? And that is y'allismagnified@gmail.com. With that being said, you all be blessed. Like, share, and subscribe again, guys. Let's keep applying pressure. And with that being said, I say shalom.